Kyubi. So here's the thing. Test, test, test. Hey, it's Brain Matter ASMR. Test, test. So, let me know if you can hear this whisper voice, because the deal is I've been a little bit under the weather lately, and my voice is a little bit on the weak side. The weak side. I didn't know if relying mostly on the whisper for a stream would be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think I've tried doing that in quite a while. Wandering Whispers does a lot of whispering in his streams, and it seems to go okay, but I kind of set this up a little bit at the last minute because I wasn't sure if I was gonna feel up to it, but as I mentioned in the description of this stream, we've got the Thanksgiving holiday coming up this week in the United States. But being able to slow down and give thanks for things that we might unknowingly take for granted, I think is a universally good thing to do. And so I was hoping to do a little bit of a stream tonight and invite all of you guys to share with us something that you're thankful for. So since I set this up in a little bit of a hurry, I don't have any brand new trigger items tonight while we're talking about our Thanksgivings. All of these things you've seen before. We've got the wooden hackberry bowl for those good wooden lid sounds. Those guys right there. Viscaria, thanks so much for being here. So we've got the bowl. We've got the container of filler from the Tumbled Stones video. People seem to get a kick out of these. 1905 Illinois Watch Company. From the first video, the very first video, so we can get that nice metal caseback sound. And later, when we get back around to the watch, we'll give it a few winds and see if we can get the watch movement in the mix. So, how has everyone's week been going so far? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving coming up. It's yet another one of those situations where I'm reminded that I can always be doing a better job of taking my own advice. And, my advice around all this kind of stuff is always that, we don't need to wait for a day on the calendar that tells us to give thanks, to remember to give thanks for things. But you know how that goes. We still get carried away by things that are going on every day. And Viscaria's got some awesome Viscaria's got a lot of amazing transitional things going on with the grad school. That is super dope. Congratulations again. Cayube's got a new job. Congratulations on the new job, Cayube. And how's that ankle? You getting rehab, doing exercises on that ankle? I was just thinking that, it's so often, so much of our time needs to be spent on the squeaky wheels, and we all have those squeaky wheels, the things that demand the attention, the things that are not going according to plan. And they can take so much of our energy and attention that we completely forget to acknowledge the 1,000 things that do go according to plan every day. And there are plenty of those things, whether we recognize them or not. We're so used to dealing with putting out the fires, And when all you feel like you do is put out fires, then all you see is fire. But we need to be able to take off those glasses that we use to see all the fires and be able to put on the lenses that remind us about all the stuff that's going to plan, all of the things that we have, the people in our lives that we don't know what we would do without, Need to stop every once in a while and say, you know what? I'm glad I have those things. I'm glad those things are in my life. I'm thankful and grateful for those things. All of these fires that take up so much of my time, they would be so much worse if I didn't have these things, these situations, these circumstances, these people. Where everything's going right. I'm glad to hear about the ankle Kyubi. I know how long it can take to get the strength on those ankles back to where they need to be. But I am thankful to hear that you can use it a lot more now. Transitions are usually very stressful, aren't they? Viscaria. Transitions, changes. I think even when we say that we like change or that we thrive on change, I'm not sure I always believe that, frankly. I think we like to. I think there's a big part of us that likes to get set in a routine that we like, and we don't like to have that messed with if we can help it. Intense rehab. Was it because of a sprain or a bad turn, Viscaria? When I didn't own anything, it was easy to up and leave and travel. Yep. Ouch. Volleyball sprain. Didn't I comment on one of your videos in the last few days, Viscaria? What were we talking about? members sent you with the theme song, right? You have the theme song. Ash, Lilium, hello there. Yes, you have the theme song, Viscaria, and we were trying to figure out what style of music. And you were saying it would be a show tune. And I never got around to following up with that, but I think it would need to be... I don't know if you're familiar with Pasek and Paul, the co-writing team who wrote the songs for The Greatest Showman and Dogfight and oh my gosh, Dear Evan Hansen. Those guys really know how to write a melody. I think your theme song should be like a Pasek and Paul song. Ash Lilium, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'd love to hear you talk about something that you're thankful for. You know, I was watching, while I was working today, I was watching a partial replay of Decaf Math's impromptu stream from yesterday, and I saw a lot of you were in her stream as well, which was very cool. It's good to see her dip her toes in the streaming waters. Hey, it's Jay Bradley. Everybody say hello. Jay Bradley, we're talking about things that we're thankful for today. And I've been under the weather, so I'm trying to whisper tonight instead of speak, if that's okay. Yes, our Dizzle, I definitely missed it. I felt bad about that. I always like to try to support her when I can, but I was not online at that time. Oh, Kyubi is also sick. Oh, that's no good. Well, Kyubi, you have a great Thanksgiving as well. Good luck with the big move, and I hope you feel better very, very soon. And I hope the NyQuil has its intended effect and knock you right out. Even though, you know, the wooden bowl might have a similar effect, but okay, NyQuil does a good job too. Slight Sounds is in the house. Everybody say hello. We're talking about Thanksgiving. Slight would love to hear about things that we're thankful for. If you have one, you can share. Some of the ones that are at the top these days would probably sound a little cliched, but I have reasons. Ash is thankful for my sister to be around. That's wonderful. And for art to flourish. Those are excellent. Ash, thank you. I infer from that you have a good relationship with your sister, and I think that's a real blessing. I know I am not in touch with my brother as often as I would like. Always something that I could improve. Slight sounds. Sound soulmate community, so much hope and positivity. Hard to find these days. And my partner, his constant support. Those are excellent. I'm particularly keying in on the hope and positivity you're getting from the community. You are absolutely right that we need so much more of that. I'm reminded every single day, and so much more so as a parent, because you see everything through a slightly different set of eyes when you're watching the world that your kids are growing up in. And I'm reminded every day how easy it is to be so anonymously unkind to people through the internet and through social media. It gives voice to so many there's just a lot of people in pain in the world, and that pain comes out sideways and causes us to be unkind to each other. And I see it all the time. There's almost no discussion that can be had on the internet without it immediately devolving into name calling and invective, and it's so easy behind the curtain of a keyboard and a screen to so casually hurt people. And I worry about the generation that is being taught that is the norm. So hope and positivity. We need to foster that, embrace that. We need to remember that we have that influence over our little piece of the universe, and It's on our shoulders whether we bring light to that corner or darkness. It's a choice. We choose it every day. We choose it every hour, every time we interact with somebody. We're making that choice. These little communities, like Slight Sounds is talking about, and like I would say, I would point to this little corner of the internet as another example. A bit smaller than Slight's, but just as positive. ASMR Simplicity. I think you're new in the chat. Everybody please say hello to ASMR Simplicity. Hello, hello. And Exploring with ASMR. Jared is in the house. Everybody say hello to Jared. It's such a big deal. Carving out this hope. The hope and positivity that Slide is talking about. We shouldn't. Dominic. That's a new name in the chat as well. Thank you for being here, Dominic. Everybody say hello. ASMR Simplicity and Jared and Dominic would love to, if you're comfortable, would love to hear a thing that you're thankful for. That's our theme tonight. David Craner. Good evening, sir. Everybody say hello. And I don't mean to be a pest with that saying hello business, but I will tell you that, I do try to browse channels in the evening looking for other small streams because I really like the interaction in the community. And when I pop into a stream for the first time and I say hello, and it's a place I've never been before, and if I'm completely ignored, it might just be me being picky, but there's just something a little off-putting about that. So I want to make sure everybody feels welcome here, and that people notice when if they decide to speak up and say hello. Make sure you say hello back, okay? Do me a solid. King Cow. Hey there, King Cow. Good evening. I'm whispering tonight because my voice is shut. Oh, sorry about that. I've been under the weather a little bit. Hello, King Cow. Hello, King Cow. King Cow. So yes, Adam Sisk is in the room. Hello, Adam. Hello, Adam. Viscaria was so afraid to start making videos back in the day. Overwhelmingly positive. It's a choice. Well, Viscaria, I'm glad you decided to start making videos. This is a great quote from ASMR Simplicity. Well, from Sophocles, offered up by ASMR Simplicity. One word frees us of all the weight and pain of life. That word is love. J. Bradley, thankful children and my wife. They are more than I perhaps deserve. I understand that sentiment. Thankful for friends that are like family. Thankful for an opportunity to earn a living. Those are all outstanding. I guess there were two primary ones that I wanted to talk about tonight, but one of them is the same one that Slight brought up. I'm very thankful for the little community that this channel has kind of carved out. I'm thankful I don't know, following on to Viscaria, I don't know if afraid was the right word, but I was definitely apprehensive about what might happen, or perhaps what might not happen. Perhaps apprehensive that I would take these little pieces of myself and throw them out into the big, scary internet and not be noticed by anybody. And I am thankful that after, over 2 years, the fact that we can gather here on Tuesday nights or in the comments sections, and that the things that resonate with me in my life, that I try to capture in these videos, has resonated with a few other people around the world, and that we can gather together and know each other's usernames when we see them, and in some cases our real names, and we can talk about things, and that's an outlet, that's a community that didn't exist before, and I don't for 1 second, I don't want to take too much credit for that. I know that sounds kind of stupid. Let's see, I backed myself into a corner. I'm not sure how to explain this. The videos are just a starting point for me. The point of the videos are hopefully to generate, discussion and this kind of thing. And I'm just thankful that it worked out that way on a very small scale, but a very engaged kind of a scale. And I think you guys are amazing. And you're making a choice. If the videos are me reaching out with an initial idea or an initial argument or a discussion point or an item of interest, you guys reaching back in comments and in chat and in participation and engagement, that's the thing, right? That's the thing I'm thankful for. It's not a matter of content being good or bad or boring or whatever. does it find a sympathetic ear? And are you guys willing to reach back? That's what I find amazing and kind of miraculous and fragile and small and beautiful, and that's what I'm thankful for. Sorry, that was really clumsily delivered. Let me go back in the chat here. Jared says, I'm still afraid to show my face in the videos. Yeah, I'm right there with you. W. Isla. Hey brother, good evening. Starfish Savvy, hello, hello. We're very thankful that you are here as well, Starfish. Sleep Stories is here. Hello, Sleep Stories. So good to see you. Vulnerability is always scary, but fundamentally crucial for intimacy and fulfillment. Not to mention trust. And, yeah, I'm completely with you. Yes, King Cow, we're talking about things that we're thankful for. That's our theme tonight. Thank you, Jay Bradley. After 2 years, to tell the truth, I haven't really gotten over that apprehension. You know, the apprehension about what might happen when sending out that very first video is the exact same apprehension I have before every single video. It's kind of fascinating, I guess, that it hasn't gone away. David, thankful for his wife, ability to still play music, good food and good wine. There you go, there you go. Sleep Stories is thankful for enough time to exercise creativity. I'm thankful for that as well, because you have a singular creativity that we are all thankful for. A-H, is in the room. Hey, I haven't said this yet tonight, but we have a wonderful collection of ASMR creators in the chat, and if you see anyone new, please do check them out, and if they are your cup of tea, please do consider subscribing to them. Subscribing. King Cow, thankful for my country and the military for giving me a purpose and a career. Thankful for family and loved ones. Very good, very good. Thank you for your service. Dominic, thankful for my father helping me pay for college. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. I am thankful for my family as well. I know that is That's a bit of an easy thing to say, I suppose, but it's particularly meaningful for me right now. I'm just thankful that we're together. And I acknowledge that we don't always agree, especially when there are lessons to be learned. And the big lesson that seems to be a recurring theme with my family lately is that the right thing to do is very seldom an easy thing to do. And sometimes working through those lessons is painful. And navigating those lessons is very emotional and well, it's a struggle, and sometimes it's hard to see how we will come out the other side of some of these discussions and some of these situations that need to be resolved, but we're still here together. We're still working through it. And I'm so thankful that these three people are still in my life. I don't claim for a single second that we're perfect or anywhere close, but my kids, have a lot of classmates that are in family situations that just break my heart to hear about them. And I'm just thankful that even though we don't agree all the time on everything, we're still in this together, and we're still trying to figure it out. And that's a really big deal to me. Thankful for the inclusive community that these live streams create. As Adam says, that's very kind. I'm thankful for that as well. I definitely don't see my parents enough, says David. Thankful that they are still here with me. I will rectify that this week. Very good. Viscaria, thankful I'm moving closer to my niece and nephew and can be a bigger part of their life. That's wonderful, Viscaria, and I'm sure they will be thankful for that as well. Thankful I found Gas Lamp, honestly. I think I mentioned this. I know it's a live stream joined. Thankful for being welcomed. You are most welcome, King Cow, of course. Would all be good friends in the real world. Isn't that interesting? I think I say in the notes, in the description for the chat that I don't want want these streams to be about, a one direction performance, quote unquote, of stuff. This is us around the dinner table, and it's kind of fun to imagine what that dinner table might be like in real life. Or as Jay Bradley's example is even better, the campfire conversations. Wow, Viscaria, you met someone in real life that you met through the ASMR community. Wow. Oh, Viscaria, now I remember finally what I wanted to ask you. Because I'm trying to figure this out right now. But so did you get a P.O. box or something like that for your viewer to send you that painting, or how did you do that? Because I've got a few things that need to be sent to me, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. Adam Zisk is thankful for orangutans. Orangutans. Had it sent him your work address. Yeah, a campfire conversation would be amazing. Hey, speaking of that, are any of you guys... So, there are various Discord servers around that serve the ASMR community. And several of those, Discord servers have voice channels in them. Do you think, who here would be, has a Discord account that might be interested in doing a voice chat all together sometime? Because that would be kind of the next, kind of an extension of what we're doing here. Just, I wouldn't be the only one talking for a change. Does anybody here think that would be interesting or valuable or fun or whatever? I know the Dirty Nerdy Show has a Discord, and I think the ASMR channel on Reddit has a Discord. There's several out there. Yeah, sleep stories. Just search on Discord. It's it's an app or a program that you install on your computer, or an app. I think there is a mobile version, although I don't know how the voice part would work for that. But yeah, Brain Matter. It's it's just a program that you install. Starfish, thankful for my daughter's level head. Her boyfriend that treats her like a queen, and my family, including fur babies. maybe some Tuesday night, since we're all here anyway. Maybe we could try a Discord chat. It would be really cool to hear everybody's voice. Happy Thanksgiving, David. Yeah, that could be really fun now that I think about it. How would we moderate everyone speaking at the same time? Well, I don't know. That might just have to be something we practice and hopefully get better at. Oh yeah, Jay Bradley, I love, hey, good night, Viscaria. Jay Bradley's got to find himself a pocket watch. Yep, this is the 1905 that was featured in my very first video. Hey, let's put this fancy webcam to the test. Let's see if I can get a good close-up on this movement. Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. What's this from King Cow? Hold up, hold up. Earlier this year, I found my birth mom and my siblings. My sister lived right next door to my college this whole time. 6 brothers and 2 sisters. That's amazing, King Cow. Didn't you, do I recall correctly that you are 19? Is that right, King Cow? And okay, so Jay Bradley asks if you're adopted, and he is too. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, Dominic's leaving. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind. Okay, good night, Dominic. Thanks so much for being here. Wow. So, you found 6 brothers and 2 sisters that you didn't know you had until before earlier this year. That's just... talk about something to be thankful for. That's just amazing. Good for you. Wow. Sisk. Anyone listen to Anderson Paak's new album? I have not. I don't believe I'm familiar with that artist. Wow, that's amazing. What a story. Okay, sorry. And Jared says he's been meaning to get a pocket watch as well. Decaf Math is in the house. Congratulations on your second stream yesterday. Decaf, I am so sorry I missed it. But I was watching part of the replay today, and it's like half of the chat looked like people from one of our streams. It was funny. In March. Hey, my birthday's in March. I will tell more when we do voice chat. It's a little hard to type on the... Yeah, I understand. Hey, Decaf, we're talking about maybe trying to put a Discord chat together, a voice chat on one of the various Discord servers, so we could replicate the chatting around the campfire vibe that Jay Bradley was talking about. Yep, all the love. I was really impressed that you were able to kind of keep a consistent math topic kind of going on through that chat. I think it was cool as hell. Joey Ramos is in the chat. Everybody say hello. Do you like bananas? I am fond of bananas. I am thankful for bananas. I'm one of those guys that thinks that bananas might be the perfect sweetener to a bowl of Cheerios. Cheerios are not something that I, will necessarily go out of my way for, but something about Cheerios and bananas, I think it's one of the things it's meant to be. Well, people were more interested in tacos. Well, tacos are very compelling as well. You can't deny that. Fajitas. Good night, Ash. Hope you sleep well. Although going to bed at 5 a.m. you must have almost the opposite schedule that I have. So yes, get some good sleep. It's amazing my perception of the the passage of time is completely different in this stream than it is in real life. Seems like I just looked at the screen and we were at about 40 minutes. And then I looked back and I played with the watch, and then I look back at the screen and we're past an hour. It's like, where did those 20 minutes go? It's unbelievable. Joseph Paul is in the chat. Have you ever had turkey as dry as the one on Christmas Vacation? Well, I'm sure I've had my share of dry turkey. I'd love to hear something that you are thankful for, Joseph. And we also need to wind up this watch a little bit and see if we can hear it tick in the microphone. Who wants to hear the 1905 bun movement from the Illinois Watch Company? Running 1905, isn't that amazing? This watch is going to make an appearance in the next video. Hey, Chigasaki. And you, Y-E-W. Thanks for being here tonight. I'd love to hear about things that you're thankful for if you are comfortable talking about those. Let's see. Getting a pencil. This is going to be in the next video because the Yode watch that we're going to be talking about has an interesting pattern on the dial, and it's very reminiscent of this wavy pattern that you can see engraved into the flat parts of this movement. And the Yode watch has a design element in the dial that is very reminiscent of the patterns they used to engrave into these movements in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Hey, Decaf, we'll see you later, okay? This pattern in the American watch trade, or the practice of engraving an artistic pattern into a movement, was called damascening. 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 And so I'm going to bring up this watch as an example of that pattern. And then of course here we have the balance wheel. And this is the part that, gives us all of our movement when the watch is actually running. So let's see about this. Let's see. I want to make sure I get these sounds in here if we can. How about that? Hey there, hot tea. Uh-oh. It stopped on its own. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. It's possible that it might need some maintenance. Hey, it's Cold Hunter. Uh-oh. Cold Hunter's in the house. Well, like I said, Jay Bradley, the phrase damascening was only used in the American watch trade. The European trade, yes, had completely different names. And I don't know what any of those names are, but I do know that I think the names in the European trade were different based on the shapes of the designs. I think I read that someplace. But in the American trade, the one name, damascening, was used to represent any decorative engraving that was made. King Cow asks about beard noises. No, that's not really something I've ever been interested in pursuing. Although Wandering Whispers ASMR is really good at that sort of stuff. Oh, Jay Bradley, you Googled it. Very good. Yeah, there might be an issue here. The balance wheel does not seem to be moving very strongly. And it seems to be moving even less strongly in the face down position. There might be a bearing issue somewhere. That would be unfortunate. But I mean, it's just a display piece. I did have it fixed, years and years ago, but it stays under a little display globe all the time otherwise. Joey Ramos is bringing us the fun facts. So the theory is that there was a piece of or a section of the ship that was weakened by the engine room fire. Is that what you're saying, Joey? Good night, starfish. We'll see you later. Yes, mechanical watches do perform differently in different positions. Jay Bradley. That's called, the better the movement, the better they perform in the various positions, because they are adjusted to, hopefully perform with similar accuracy in all the positions. You do that by, usually the application of cap jewels. When you've got cap jewels at both ends of, say, the axle of all of your rotating wheels, then when you put it in a face down or face up position, and gravity pulls that axle to one side or the other, it's still rotating against a hard jewel. You guys won't be able to see this. You won't be able to read it because it's backwards on the screen, but for example, this movement says adjusted, and then it says temperature, 6 positions, and isochronism. And when they say 6 positions, they mean, face down, face up, stem up, stem down, stem left, and stem right. Those are the 6 positions. Hey, Sleep Stories, thanks for being here, and please check your email. I responded to your last message about the thing we were talking about. But yeah. But I haven't really done any, maintenance on this thing. Well, I wouldn't do it, but I haven't had any maintenance done since it was originally restored or fixed, so there could be something going south in there. I appreciate you guys being with me tonight again. Yeah, let's all, as homework for the next week or the next 2 weeks, Jay Bradley, you mentioned being a casual watch guy. That's beyond casual knowledge. Well, there's casual and then there's casual, I guess. Anyway, King Cow says, I think a movie night one day might be a fun idea for a stream. What do you mean by that, King Cow? You mean we would all be watching the same movie and we would start it at the same time and then chat about it as it went? Is that what you're thinking? But anyway, as our homework, I hope you guys can still hear this. It is still running. as our homework over the next couple of weeks, if you don't have Discord, or you've never heard of it, or you don't have it installed on your machine, why don't you do a little research? And get that installed, and then maybe I'll see if the Reddit channels Discord server has any voice channels. I know the Dirty Nerdy Shows server has some voice channels. The Rabbit site. I have not heard of that. And then I'll try to find us a server that would be good to have a little campfire chat on. And then maybe I'll announce it on the community tab. Since I have the community tab now, did you guys notice that? They gave us that a few days ago. I put a post about the upcoming Yod video on it. I thought you only got one of those when you hit 10,000 subs, but I guess YouTube was feeling generous that day for a change. Always the one guy who would be asking questions during the movie. There's always that guy. Or the guy that didn't catch that detail that happened a half hour ago. And they say, what does that mean? It's like, pay attention. Okay, guys. Even the whispering is wearing my injured voice out, so we're gonna need to wrap it up. I'm surprised I'm still awake anyway, because being under the weather kind of saps my energy levels. You guys are awesome, and I am thankful for the community that you guys have created. I did not create a community. You guys created it by giving back and spending your time. And that's completely on you guys. So I am thankful for that, and I hope that you are as well. Dizzle, thanks for the stream. How can we talk about where to meet up on Discord community tab? Yeah, let me poke around on the servers that I'm already a member of, and then I'll post something on the community tab, and we can go back and forth in the comments and work out the details that way, okay? That'll be the best way. That'll be fun. So maybe we can get it set up for, 2 weeks from tonight or something like that. Hopefully that would allow everybody time to, get it installed if they don't have it, and make sure their audio setup is right or whatever. Sound good? And I mean, there's a million ideas. Google Hangouts, I think, can do multi-participant chats and stuff like that, so we'll figure figure something out. But I like the campfire idea, so hopefully we can work it out. Plus, you guys have me at a disadvantage because you know what I sound like, but I need to hear what you guys sound like. Alright, guys. I'm giving out over here, so happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for your time again. And, I hope you guys are all doing well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Dry turkey is not good turkey. Listen to Joey, because he knows what's up. You guys take care, okay? And we will catch you next time. Have a great night. Bye-bye.